Peace. Today is Wednesday, October 3rd, making today's math.
Understanding.
Ooh, understanding is the best part. It is the crystal clear picture of knowledge and wisdom that is produced in the mind. Peace to the gods and earths. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to the Not a Mean Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Resident researcher Rage in the house.
Yep.
Alex Stanton.
What's going on?
Cameron.
Yo.
What's good? We doing it. We popping.
Happy birthday, mommy.
Hey, Mom.
Today's October 3rd, my mommy birthday.
Hey, Mama Digga. Happy
Mine's the
born
second.
day. Oh, shit. Happy
belated.
born.
So you grew up with a Libra mom too?
Nah, my mom's Virgo.
No, he said his is the second.
Oh, your birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, your birthday.
Happy
Okay,
born.
you're Libra.
That's what's up. See,
All right.
Libras are close to Virgo. It's like you got similarities to the signs that are next to you, if you notice that.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers get on my nerves.
Yeah, so probably Leos and Virgos and Libras probably.
Well, Leo.
Get on your nerves.
No. All of mine. I'm a Sagittarius, so Leo is a fellow fire sign. Like all of my besties.
What are you in between? What are the signs that are next to you?
I come after. I want to say Scorpio. I'm right behind Scorpio and right before Capricorn.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so you a little crazy, yo.
Yeah, Sagittarius. We're crazy.
Because
We're
Scorpio, I already know. Scorpio.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sagittarius. I hear like the majority of female rappers are Sagittarius. Like I guess Sagittarians are prone to, sixth sense all over the place, kind of.
Y'all don't got no filter.
Yeah, I heard.
I once saw on the
that.
horoscope chart that it forbids I'm Pisces. It forbids a Pisces to be with a Sagittarius because I'm sensitive.
Okay.
Y'all just speak your mind. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Aww.
You wrong.
Aww.
Aw. Look, now he's trying to win me over with sensitivity.
Just
You
saying,
need
girl.
a man with
I wear my heart on my sleeve, girl.
sensitivity.
Yeah, man. Hey, just a fact checker.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, girl.
Now he's appealing. Now he's appealing to my emotions. You're good.
Pity. Hey,
Watch, I'm gonna make Harold's gonna put like a beating heart on my on my sleeve. Watch. But anyway, so when we left, we were talking about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
And the fact that, we don't condone rape or any
We absolutely do not.
any type of sexual
Bad Bill.
we don't steal.
criminality. Any sexual criminality.
Like the hood said, we don't
We
steal
don't
no
condone
creature.
that. We don't fuck with it. And if he did do that, it's unfortunate.
It's not an if at this point.
Well,
Maybe there's some
there's plenty of people that have gone to jail
there's
for
probably
shit they ain't do.
There's probably some facts and details that are being exaggerated. I
Right.
definitely don't doubt that.
Right.
But usually where there's smoke, there's fire, and
I give you that.
This seems to be patterned behavior from him. It's been
Yeah.
and you know what really made me sad, because when you're in prison, the rapist and the sexual predators, they are kind of like they're food in prison. I mean, I know he's gonna be isolated and probably all types of protective custody, but you're pretty much on the bottom of the totem pole as far as like
Cosby, come on. That's a totally different. Listen,
yeah. It's
ain't nobody
Cosby.
gonna fuck with Cosby like that. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, I don't see nobody running. Hey, you know what I mean? All them women you done drug back in the day.
Right,
like, you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like, we ain't feeling that in here, yo. What's up, Cosby? Give me your Jello puddings. I don't think anybody gonna do that to him. Like, he should.
Hopefully
he
nobody.
gonna be all right.
Hopefully nobody tries to
They gonna
extort
be like,
him or
"Mr.
anything.
Dr. Cosby, can I get you? You know what I mean? You let me know if any of these niggas fuck with y'all. Fuck.
I was about to say, yeah.
Like that's
I could see that happening.
Come
like,
on.
Yo, keep my commissary up, bruh. I got you.
Well, yeah. I mean, there will always be somebody that will try
opportunist.
An opportunist. Yes. But I could see somebody being like, yo, for real, Cosby, they gave you a raw deal, bro. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. That's
like,
Cause
you know what I mean?
Because he probably, he's a role model to probably half the people,
Bro, you brought me up. You brought me up with the
absolutely.
with the Fat Albert, and then with the motherfucking Cosby
Huxtables.
Show later, Mr. Huxtables, and yeah. So any of these niggas try to fuck with you, you just let me know.
And then of course there's gonna be the people that are
They call me Big Bruiser.
There's gonna be the people looking for anything to tell a story and give an interview. I was Cosby's best friend in jail. I was his, this,
I was his celly.
Someone actually already reported overhearing his phone conversation with his wife, and supposedly he's telling his wife, like, yo, whatever you got, I don't care how much money you got to spend, I don't care who you got to call, get me out of here. So that's already been leaked, and this is like his conversation.
Shout out to the Cosby family, man. I know they suffering through this. Aaron Cosby and them.
Yeah.
Well, his wife, I mean, she still stand by him. I love her for that. Like,
Absolutely.
she's just like,
Yeah, Miss Camille.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say. We have
She can't leave him now. You're stuck by him.
We have
this
a
long.
solid facade, and yeah, I could be mad at him behind the scenes all I want, but it is what it is.
Won't a black woman do it?
Hmm.
Praise us.
All right.
But yeah, it's a real slippery slope,
Big time.
and
Something's missing from the story, though.
okay, like right now we have a guy who
We just don't want to believe it, right? We just don't want
we
to.
have a guy who they would like to put onto the Supreme Court. What's
Talk
that?
about it.
Brett Kavanaugh is his name. Now he's being accused right now. So far, 3 women have come out of very similar charges to what Mr. Cosby has been charged with. Now, it's funny because the worst that I see happening to this guy is just he don't get on the Supreme Court.
Right.
Like, do you really think that they're gonna fucking lock this white man up who was, a candidate for the Supreme Court and all that? They might not let him get in because of this, but
It's probably not.
are they gonna do what they did to Bill?
Not sensational enough news for him. Like he's not celebrity enough.
Or he's not black enough. How about that? Or he's just white enough. You see what I'm saying? Like when when I was at that CBC shit in DC, my son had said some shit that really struck a chord with me and a lot of people in the room. He said something to the effect of, I just would like the laws to be the same for everybody across the board.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not about, you need to give black people, an extra. Nah. Just keep it fair for everybody. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if Cosby's getting persecuted, then your fucking equivalent of Cosby is getting persecuted. You see what I'm saying? Like, if just young men are getting pulled over by the police and getting shot, well, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just black men, it's like everything. Shit is not equal. You see what I'm saying? And that's why shit is good and bad for certain people. Like, don't think white people are smarter than us and they've gotten to where they are because they've somehow, lift themselves up from their bootstraps and they were more industrious. No, they cheated to get where they're at. They cheated to get where you're at, and they made sure
for them
that you were hindered from getting to where you needed to
For
get
them,
to.
it was inherited, so it's not even. It's
Well,
not
it's
even a
not
matter-
just inherited, inherited as being white, but
No,
they don't-
I mean, I'm talking about like just in terms of like position, economical standings, land,
Listen,
land
just
owning.
being white. We talked about on this show. Let's go back to when we talked about the GI Bill. Okay, on this show. Black soldiers and white soldiers went to the same damn war, fought with the same guns, but when they came home, the white soldiers were able to use the GI Bill to get themselves homes, to fucking put themselves through school and all that type of shit. When the black soldiers got home, they couldn't get no homes through the GI Bill. The most they could get is some schooling out of the motherfucking shit. But as far as getting cribs and all that type of shit, they weren't allowed to because of redlining. What was redlining? Redlining is when the banks fucking basically made the hood, toxic as far as real estate was concerned, and white people's neighborhoods more amenable to a buyer and all, and to certain buyers. Now that's creating a certain situation where you're cheating, and you're putting one group over another, and they're able to benefit. Now their children now are
But
to
that's-
able
that's what I mean
now
by-
where the inheritance come in, where now their children can inherit homes and shit where we didn't have that type of shit. Now you're building projects for us to fucking live in,
and telling us we can't smoke in them.
and telling us we can't smoke in them. Yeah, it's just some bullshit. So, as my son said, so eloquently that day, I'd like to see just an even playing field for everyone.
Can you see where Harvey Weinstein's case is at right now? Because I feel like
That shit ain't
I feel like they
nowhere.
gunning for him,
She's like-
but it's getting swept under the rug. But I feel like they on
They
him.
gunning for him, but it's like they not gunning for him like.
I feel like they on his heels though. Probably not to the degree.
How many years did it take though to get to this Cosby place?
Went from the first?
Quite a few years.
That's a question. That's a good question. From the first allegation to this moment, that
Quite a few years.
maybe 2, 3. No, longer
No, I
than
think
two.
longer than that.
Been.
It's been quite a
few
while.
years.
The update on Harvey Weinstein is he just got green light to use alleged rape victims' emails in criminal case dismissal efforts. So he's fighting the good fight. That's the update on him. I just want to say one thing that's interesting, which I think is an overarching theme for this whole episode. I want to quote Frances Cress Welsing when she said, "Until you understand white supremacy, everything will only serve to confuse you." I live my life by that. That's my rule of thumb. I start there. Then
That's
I
ill.
start, detracting stuff, taking stuff apart.
That's real. and I like to replace the word supremacy with insanity.
Insanity.
Because it is not supremacy. It's insanity. So until you understand insanity, and insanity is hard to understand, everything else will confuse you. And that's some real shit right there. Yeah, well, I don't want to keep talking about Bill, for crazy segments, but goddamn, that
Yeah.
it just touches so much more than just Bill. You see what I'm saying?
It's more than Bill. It's way more. It's his legacy.
It's
The
heartbreaking.
problem is his legacy.
I think the craziest part of all is the people that you know.
Was that Frances Cress Welsing or Nellie Fuller that said that?
Frances Cress Welsing, for sure. She's also they based the movie Baby Boy on her book, The ISIS Papers. A lot of people don't know that.
The people that you just never know who people are sometimes. Like that's actually the dark takeaway of this. Like people that you love and admire, you just never really know who people truly are.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
But
and that's why we have to stop putting so much
it's called
stock
deification.
and putting these celebrities on these pedestals
You can't do
because
that.
they're humans
They're
too,
gonna
and
fall.
they got fuck ups. You
gotta
know.
separate
But
that.
are you the sum of your deeds? Like is that
Absolutely not.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely
Is that
not.
so? And
in my
do your good
mind,
deeds outweigh your bad deeds?
I was gonna say, in my mind, you know, Bill Cosby's good outweighed his bad, but that could be a horrible thing to say if you're a rape victim. You know what I mean?
Or thing to hear.
You know,
right.
so it's
if you
like
were raped by Bill Cosby.
I don't want to be so insensitive to diminish the capacity of his victims either. So it's just I just saw a certain thing growing up which had a lot to do with molding me into the person that I am today, and it's just, you know, it's really heartbreaking to see like this is, you know, the end result of that. I would have never saw that coming in a million years.
But how do y'all feel about D.L. Hughley's approach to this? He's like, look, you mean to tell me all y'all got raped and ain't nobody ever ran out like, hey, he raped me? Like, where's the police reports and incidents like after the fact of the quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, rape? Like how it takes all these years to just.
You know what?
I mean, I would like to hear it from a female point of view. Could you see yourself? I'm sorry, I want to make sure I'm clear. Could you see yourself waking up in the context of a sexual situation with a person you had no intention of being sexual with, knowing that something has happened and not going to the police right after it?
As a woman, I can totally see the female side of things, because there's a lot of mitigating factors. Like you could actually like someone and be on a date with them, and something happens. You didn't mean for it to go that far, and you're like, as a woman, you don't want to deal with the public scrutiny. You don't want people in your business. You don't want to be, you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want your personal history coming out. So you might sweep it under the rug. Or you could be, say, in some of these cases of like people on a job, you might be scared you could really be afraid to lose your job. Like, I definitely know that there are men taking advantage of the situation. And then you could be a woman in a certain position that might feel like, hey, like, all right, say, I'll put me in a scenario. Like, say,
no, because I'll shoot a nigga over you, Dick.
Well, hey, I'll shoot the motherfucker. Look, so, fuck it, we're going on a date, man. He busting guns.
Talking
for me.
okay?
Look, he done got
He done
show me sensitive. He done show me his emotional
And
side.
now he got hardcore.
And you busting a gun, baby.
Wow.
Wait, you just made me lose my whole train of thought. No, okay, no.
You got her flustered out here.
No, I'm using somebody like me for an example. Like, say I was in a situation like this, right? And I'm Rod Digga on the come up. Like, I'm trying to be, a female rapper taken seriously in the game. And then somebody come taking advantage of me. I don't want to put that information out there and fuck up the flow. You know what I mean? And now I'm feeling like my reputation is tainted with this bullshit.
And then you know what happens? You don't bury it under the rug. You still wear it in your personality, and you pay it forward to somebody like me.
Like,
so if you don't want to come forward then, what the fuck making you come forward 30-something years later? Because a bunch of other girls came out now? Now you want to come out? Why? Why? If it was so traumatizing to you, which I'm sure it could be at that time, how come now? When everybody 30-something years later, I'm grown up now. I have nothing to lose.
No,
is that
you know
what?
I think what's happening, because the other women are coming out, it's like, hey, if you're gonna, I would. Okay, this happened to me too. Like, it didn't
support team. Almost.
Yeah, like it didn't just happen to them. It happened to me as well. Like, hey, if he's about to, pay for the sins of his actions, damn it, I want my reparations too.
So, do you think that if one of these women would have came out right when it happened, do you think all the other ones would have came out at the same time?
But who's to say they didn't? Like, you remember, when you're dealing with multi-millionaire powerful men like this.
Well, we know they didn't because there was no police reports.
But we dealing with hush money. We dealing with blackmail. Like there's all, pre-social media, ain't no telling what was going on with these people. Who's to say that the police didn't get paid off, or somebody
could have happened.
Somebody in the police department could have tipped them off like, yo, this bitch is really up here trying to press charges. Yo, I think you need to handle that. Like, we know stuff like this happens.
Absolutely. I'm just saying we don't know, but now
we just hate that Bill.
Now you're introducing. Well, I guess we both introducing theories right now. I'm just saying, if one of them would have came out, and these people were still young, and the same reason why I didn't want to tell in the first place, would they have wanted to tell? Because, like, it's the feeling of feeling like you're not the only one enough to make you want to come out. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know if that's enough for certain people.
I think it depends on the individual. I think the first person is always going to be scared, and they're always going to be scared of, especially with that person's like power and influence and reputation. Like we see time and time again how every rape victim becomes a whore when it's all said and done. It's like, there's a lot of victim blaming that happens in these situations. So a lot of times the women may not be, strong enough or just have the thick skin or the wherewithal to deal with that. Like now you're dealing with when you're home with your family, that's a topic of conversation. It's probably affecting your dating life. You're at work. Everybody's looking at you. You think, it becomes a thing.
Saying this time is up.
What?
Okay.
Oh, we just yakking. Oh, we
now, I was looking at the
out
clock.
stuff.
I'm like, did you do it or did we just run out of time? Oh shit, man, this is a fucking. You see, I said we're gonna ride this Bill Cosby thing till the wheels fall off.
Bill all week. Wait, we gotta discuss.
Well, we gotta discuss.
When we come back, we have to discuss Little Xan, one of the Lils, getting rushed to the emergency room for overdosing on flaming hot Cheetos. When we get back, you know what I mean, Godcast.
Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. Two fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodcheap.com. Get yours today.